I love it when the girly pops come in and ask me, where did I get my outfit from? Like, where did you get that dress? We love that dress. Tell us where you got it. But here's the thing, sis. If you're big as hell, you know damn well that it's not going to look right. I'm saying that to say this. Whenever I was overweight and struggling with my self image and stuff like that, what motivated me was seeing women like myself on social media, right? And please, y'all, spare me that, the comparison is a thief of joy and all this. That comparison for me, I made it a positive thing, all right? I am literally a copycat. I would scroll through social media all the time on TikTok and see all these hotties with bodies and these one pieces in the gym, two-piece sets, and like, man, I want to wear that stuff. And, I'm not even going to comment and ask where they got the outfit from because I knew damn well it wasn't going to look worth a shit on me at the time, right? So what I did was just like, I went into beast mode, got my body together over the years so that I could wear some of the things that I wanted to enjoy. All right. And I love clothes. I love being a woman, period. And this is not me trying to discourage anyone. I see overweight, plus size women all the time rock similar outfits and look good. Me personally, I didn't feel confident when I was overweight, and like the clothes that I wear now, I would not have worn them overweight even had they made my size. And they probably do have some of those clothes in plus sizes, but I just didn't feel as confident in them. It's just something about having a small waist, right? That just like, to me, like you can pull anything off like that. Or when you have a small waist, that's just how I feel about myself. I feel like I can pull most things off now that I have a small waist and I'm in a body that I like looking at more so than beforehand. So yeah, ladies, like I said, I will always let y'all know exactly where I got whatever outfit y'all may be interested in that y'all see me wear. But I just don't see how in the hell y'all can stand it. Like, if y'all find me inspiring, continue to be inspired. But I could not stand in a positive way. Like, I love seeing other women take care of themselves in the gym, and I love seeing transformations and things back when I was overweight. And now that I've got myself together, I still love to see it. It's very motivating, very encouraging, but it moved me in all of the right directions. I didn't get jealous. I didn't have a lot of like like pity myself or feeling like, and believe it or not, the first young lady that ever inspired me, I've told this story before in the past on social media. My husband and I and my daughter were we were in Panama. We were on Panama City Beach, on the beach, and this young girl walked by with a friend. And I remember seeing her with this tiny waist, and she's a pretty white girl, long dark hair. She had a tiny waist, big quads, and just, man. And at the time, I didn't know. I had no idea. I didn't know anything about the gym, and like I say, because y'all have to remember too, with my past active drug addiction, I was clean. Probably had been in the real world for about maybe 2 years, give or take, at that time, and I just didn't know. I was like, God, I mean, her body is so nice. And my husband, he didn't really know any better neither. And he wasn't being, ugly or anything like that. He just tried to make me feel better by saying, like, he's like, do you realize how young that girl is? And I'm probably about 35 or 30, about 35 at the time, give or take. And, that girl had to be about probably in her early 20s, if that. And I still was pretty much like, yeah, okay, well, but that just stayed in my mind, and I'm just thinking, my goodness. And at the time, I was exercising, but I wasn't in the gym. I don't think. I definitely know I was walking like 3.5 miles more than 3 days out of the week, and trying to cut back on my food. But I was huge. I was really overweight, like morbidly obese at the time. Everything was all new to me. But anyway, what I'm trying to say here is that I had nothing in common with that young lady, but I still didn't feel like, well, yeah, okay, well, she's a white girl, or she probably goes to the gym. She's young and she's got time. I'm older, in my mid 30s, or none of that stuff crossed my mind. I didn't join the pity party circuit. I definitely, the victim mindset, I buried all that shit whenever I walked away from all of my bad habits and when it came to my drug addiction. I knew once I beat that, the sky was the limit. So yeah, ladies, I mean, I'm not saying that I'm the most attractive woman or that I have the best body, but I know that what I've done, most people can only dream of it when it comes to my physique. But you're just as capable if you put your mind to it. I don't see how. I mean, it's just no way I would have to have a taste of some of that. That's just how I looked at it. Everybody that I looked up to when I was overweight that were built like have a similar physique as mine, if not better. That's just how it was. I just knew I had to have what they got, and that was just creating a healthy life and a body that I could be proud of. So, you know, that's all I'm saying is that to me, you would. I don't see how I don't see how that's not motivation for y'all. Like I made a video a long time ago, joking but serious, and I was like, people asking me all the time, they'll come in my DMs like, oh my god, I want my body like yours, and I want to da 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 da, and this is my issue, and this that, and the third. How do you stay motivated? And my question to that is, did you wake up still fat? Okay. And if the answer is yes, that is all the motivation that you need. At least that was my case. And I am sorry. Maybe I'm just a psychopath. Going to the gym and working out, like, everybody has to have their run. Everybody's going to going to test the boundaries to see if they can be an exception to the rule when it comes to the nutrition part. I did it. Most people have to go through it. If you don't, you're probably on somebody's meal plan or something like that, and you're still not getting the life experience. You need to make some mistakes along the way. You need the trials and the tribulations and all the highs and the lows, all right? But once you realize that you're not an exception to the rule, there is no way that you're going to continue working out and not seeing the fruits of your labor. That was the issue with me. After a year of being in the gym and working my ass off and looking back, bulking up, all that muscle building up under that fat, but I couldn't see any of it. It's just rows and layers of fat covering it, where I'm in there pumping iron, and I'm in love with the gym at this point. But I was big as hell, bro. So I was like, I know it's got to be the nutrition. I know I'm not going to stop because I want it too bad. So what's next? All right, Adrian, you have got to seriously get serious and buckle down with your eating habits and do something. Whatever you do, this is what you're going to have to be prepared to do for the rest of your life to keep it off. So I did the calorie deficit, which is most sustainable. I tried keto for like 2 weeks, and I was like, oh, hell no. I am, this is, no. I knew that that was not going to work for me. But yeah, so again, hopefully this can be, I'm shedding a little bit of light on, it's just really that simple. You just have to be so sick of your own shit and just really tired of being overweight and disgusted with how you look, whatever the case may be. I'm really speaking from personal experience. That was the case with me. It wasn't health issues or anything. I just did not like the way that I looked as an overweight woman. It didn't look good on me. To me, I don't care what nobody say. I was not happy with that. I don't want to ever have to think about being happy with that. That's just that. And to a degree, vanity. All right. I've touched on that before as well. So hopefully this can once again shed some light and help y'all realize that too. Like, if I order something off of a website, where I want to look similar to the model, if not better. Muscles are my favorite accessory, and I love having a small waist. Like, I don't mind doing the things that I need to do, all of the things to maintain my physique. As long as I'm physically and mentally and spiritually able to do so, I am forever committed. I even picture myself, if I live to be, let's say, like 80 years old, and I praise Jesus for my local gym. When I go in there and see, the elderly people on the treadmills and lifting light weights, just lets me know that I may not always be able to do it to the extent or the level that I'm on right now, but I'm going to always, as long as I am physically able and mentally, spiritually, everything that it takes, I am going to always keep myself up when it comes to my level of fitness, my health, and my appearance.